Yeah, trellis time. We're going to take a look at head train trellising again, which is not trellising, but I guess it is trellis if you're training it in a certain way, even though there's no trellis, which maybe there is some trellis. Anyway, this is head train. It was just pruned. This is in lovely Lodi, California. Look at this bad boy, how tall that is. Isn't that fun? These are like 75 years old, and you'll see the two bud pruning. 1, 2 bud. You know, you want your spur, this is spur pruning, you want it to be about, about between your pinky and a pencil size, no smaller. Like this guy's pretty small, 2 bud. Maybe I do that one 1 bud so it gets stronger. But just beautiful. There's the wood that's holding it up. Some spots they replaced this with a metal stake. That looks like a T-post. Not a lot of fruit on these. As you can see, the spurs sticking out are pretty old. Want to go over here and show you something that's unpruned. It's head trained too, and you can tell there's no end posts and there's no wire at all. This is definitely head trained, and it's not been pruned yet. So these are about 75 years old too. These fields are right next to each other, but different people own them. So you can see all the shoots, and you can see the second crop on there, still on there. The first crop was picked. No wood's on the ground, so you can tell they haven't pruned. Look, there's a stake holding that one up. It's again, this is all hand work, so it's really labor intensive. Good viticulturalist look on the ground, so you can see, of course, it was pruned, and you can see the wood. Not a lot of wood because it's head trained, right? Because there's not a lot. Really, that's just like one cordon, and some people call it a vertical cordon because it's just a cordon that goes up, not a horizontal cordon. That one died right there. That one's about 10, 15 years old. These just slowly, they get hit by a tractor or virus hits them, something hits them. But we'll keep going because there's a different trellis here and I like to compare. So this is not head trained, and it is on wire. So there's the end post and there's the wire. It's a bilateral cordon. So bi means 2, 1, 2 bilateral cordon, and it's spur pruned. And it's been pruned. You look on the ground, there's not a lot of wood on the ground, so this isn't producing a lot of fruit, either by quality or by age. So these spurs are really, really tall. You can see how tall they are, and these vines are about 30 years old, I would say. But this is bilateral cordon, and you could shake this, right? Shake it with a machine and pick it because it's on wire, and the fruit will shake off, and that's pretty inexpensive comparatively than head trained. This vineyard is old. You can tell, and the end posts are starting to give out and bend. This one's been replaced, I could tell, because it's nice and solid. This is a channel end post, my favorite. Those rolled steel ones on the ground are garbage, and that one's garbage right there. It's breaking, and look at that one straight. You can see down there which ones are nice, but bilateral cordon there. And let's walk back this way. There's just some beautiful head train vines. Look at this one. Wow. That's gorgeous. Look at that. If that one could talk. If this one could talk, it would say, hey, spray this Johnson grass and get it out of my way. Replant there. So that one's, I would say, about 2 years old, 3 years old. 75 years old, 4 years old, 75 years old, 45 years old, 75 years old, 0 years old, that one died. 75 years old, 3 years old, 10 years old, 4 years old. The views expressed on here are only opinions. Do not wage any money that I am correct in the age of these, although I'm darn close. 75 years old, 5, 6 years old, maybe 4. Head train, look at that one over there. Some great Lodi Zin.